Okay. Let's see
It's
what
about to go.
happens
It's about to
here.
go scuff shit in the fucking world right now.
Yeah, genuinely. Okay. Hello, everyone. Let us know if this is working. We're actually here like within 1 minute of when we were meant to be. Am I right? Or am I not right? Also, let us know audio levels, microphone levels, anything like this. If it works,
Oh wait,
say
let me the audio output, the desktop audio, I have it at -12 always, -12.1.
that might be a good idea. I can try that.
Yeah, just so I have so you can like balance everything out. My
The
mic is always
cameras
full
keep
volume, and you
freezing.
guys are always up.
The cameras
It's
keep
freezing already.
freezing. Yeah, no, it's. I don't really know why this is happening. Any experts on
Are the cameras freezing on Discord or on Streamlabs?
on Discord? Yeah, it's okay. I'm back now. I'm back. I need to probably put it on a different
No, on
screen.
Discord is okay. Discord's
Okay.
okay. That happens to me.
Well, it's good.
It like fidgets.
Yeah, I think we can maybe do it on the other one. But what's good, everyone?
Yeah, we're good.
It is made. Oh, it's frozen again. Okay, I need to just keep that up the whole time, and then it won't freeze. Brilliant, easy, job done, solved. Ace is in a bathroom. Yeah, I mean, okay. I'm nice and comfy at home in beautiful sunny Manchester. It's been raining all day. Ace is out there in. What's happening to Ace? Oh no, he's back. Okay, no, you froze on my screen. It's all good.
I'm just trying to set up because I don't have a computer set up today, guys. So, forgot a couple things. We don't have them at the venue apparently, so we're gonna get that ready for tomorrow. But today, just like the major itself, just like what's going on in Fort Lauderdale, it's scuffed, right? Things are chalked right now, so we're working with what we got. But don't worry, everyone. We're gonna bring it up.
Absolutely, yeah.
We should pray to come in here.
100%. Okay, yeah, I'm producing this today on my end, not Ace. So like, apologies if it's a bit shit, but you know what can you do? And if Trey joins, because Trey should be here at some point, it's gonna everything is screwed because the cameras. If you guys have done OBS and stuff, the cameras are just gonna mess around again. So it's okay, all good. Is everyone excited for the major? Because I'm excited.
This is your turn.
Okay, what we're gonna do, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna go to this one. Oh, look how absolute top quality this is right here. And we're going to try and find this if it wants to actually show it. There we go. Here's the venue. You can that's what a thing can. Yeah, honestly, I know people say you have too many tabs open. That is true. I have unbelievable amount of tabs open. My RAM is constantly crying at me. But this is just the life of.
You refer to yourself in the third person, you absolute mutt.
Somebody does Twitter for a living.
You're insane for referring to yourself in the third person. You're actually insane.
Did I do that?
Yeah, you said Rab something. You're talking third person. That's insane.
I don't know. I thought I said talk about tabs.
Who does this guy think he is? You know.
What's good, Jed? I live over Media City way. Who's the thickest pro? Like thickest with double C. Deary me. Thickest with a K is like. Okay, yeah. You mean thickest is
thickest with a K?
Yeah.
Alec. Thickest with a C? Fred.
Easy answer. Does Legion up to Ultra? We can discuss it. 100%.
Do I look good? Is it centered?
You look good. Yeah. I can move you around a little bit. Oh, not like that. Like this. Boom. Bish bash bosh.
Oh, we're working, man.
You made it, Ace. All right, Ace. Let's hear the story of your time in Miami so far.
Do you want? Okay, so do we get to the crisis or just my time generally?
I'm down for the crisis. If you want to do the crisis.
Okay. All right. Well, okay. I'll build up to the crisis. Landed 2 days ago. Airbnb guy double booked. So I got to the front of the Airbnb, right? I was there at the door. The door code wasn't working. I said, why is it not working? Then I called the guy and he goes, oh, no, brother. I double book. And I said, what? He goes, no, guy, someone's there right now. I said, right now? He said, right now. I said, what? He's like, yeah, I sent you cancellation request. We never canceled it.
Why is Bo doing the accent? Yeah, go
because
on.
No. Because I'm telling you, that's how he sounded. He was Cuban. He's very Cuban. Foreign Cuban.
Okay, it's not Cuban to me. Yeah, you're good.
Basically, we booked for a week. Another person booked for a month. And he just didn't fully inform us that he just chose the guy for a month. So I was stranded at 10 o'clock at night outside of an Airbnb in the middle of Florida. Yes, dude. Great start. So then we got that figured out. Yesterday, got over here to the venue. I'm in the venue currently. There was a lot of issues. So this is inside. This is intel, guys. Call of Duty Insider for Breaking Point. I got some stuff for you guys. So the venue is very large, but they're only using about a third of it because the whole convention side that was supposed to be here, like a DreamHack type of event, is not happening anymore.
Are they not? No way. For real?
Nope, not happening.
Oh my god, bro.
So that is all chalked. So it's just COD. Also, we heard on the flank, right, that they were charging $15,000 and all that for spots. That was because, so I found out why, right? Just for the fans here, the Breaking Point fans, the real ones that get here for the pre-show, the reason why it was so expensive was because they were trying to make back their costs from renting such a large space and then not having this convention happen.
Shit.
So that's why they were trying to charge so much. And yeah, it just seemed like a lot of the staff here were not having a great time and just not happy with the result. And then separately, the scrim section for the players had like 3 blackouts. So they only played.
I
like
heard
2
people
maps,
saying that
3
yesterday.
maps.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, really tough scenes here. A lot of people losing full. Today seems like it's a bit better. It seems like there's some scrims going on, just happening. But overall, yeah, that was the day yesterday. Then we went out, got some food, got back, went to bed. Just vibing with the boys, vibing with the Rocker boys at a really nice restaurant. Saw the Boston guys.
I saw it on your story. You were
we were
steak
vibing,
looked
bro.
good. Whoever the guy next to you had.
Yeah. There was a sea bass. It was the best sea bass. It was the best fish dish I've ever had in my life. No joke. I've had a lot of fish dishes in my life. One of the best ones ever. But I was on Tommy's stream last night. He pulled up, and I was walking through the restaurant. Again, I know Tommy really. Like, I've hung out with Tommy for a long time. So Tommy across the restaurant, Zuma yells, "Stocksman!" I said, "Tommy, what the fuck? Like, who do you what are you doing?" And then I walk up to say what's up, and then he turns the phone, and 5,000 people are staring at me on stream. I said, "Oh shit, he's streaming." Thank God I didn't go rogue. So dapped him up, whatever. Go back, go to bed, whatever. This morning, so let's get to the crisis. Let's get to the issues, right? This morning, I had a tweet drafted up last night. Call of Duty Esports is back on land today because I was excited. I was like, we're back.
I saw it. I nearly dropped a like, but I didn't.
What the fuck? I like all your random meme tweets. Why can't you like one of mine? What the hell?
No, it's tough to get a like out of me,
No, that's insane. So 7 a.m, we get in our hotel, a fire alarm goes off. So literally you hear
So where are you staying then? I thought you were
the Hilton.
Okay, yeah, close to the venue, yeah, just around the corner.
Yeah, right.
Because there's a Hilton, there's like a Residence Inn, and then there's the Holiday Inn or something like that, yeah.
There's more than that. There's quite a few just on this one road right by the convention center, but they're all down the road. There's varying degrees down the road. We're right across though. So at 7 a.m, we hear an alarm go off, like a fire alarm, and it goes like beep beep beep.
Oh,
and
I saw that on Twitter as well. Yeah.
A voice comes in and goes "Don't mind it. It's a false alarm." Okay, so me and Steve kind of get up, but then we go back to sleep. I send out my tweet because I'm up. It's 7 a.m. Let me go my draft real quick, send it out. Then I go back to sleep. When I wake back up, I have a couple of texts asking if Lamar's okay. And I'm like, the fuck you mean is Lamar okay? Why are you texting me this? And then I check Twitter, and then I see instantly Jacob Hale tweet out the video of the police situation at the Holiday Inn.
Yeah, I'll try and kind of chuck it on screen while you're talking here.
Yeah. So I see that video and I'm like, wait, what the hell? I was there yesterday with them. I was there the day before that. I was hanging out with Lamar and Lynn's in their room and stuff. The hotel, looked a bit sketchy. When I walked up the first day, there was a homeless lady with no foot hanging out outside. Definitely not the hotel with the highest standard, I'm gonna say. Their room was nice inside the room, but outside of it, definitely some sketch characters walking around. But yeah, it's very, very sad that this happened. Not only that this happened, but it's insane that it happened next door. And Lamar's tweet, I don't know if you want to bring that one up too. He said at least 30 shots fired. Bro.
I mean, this is wild just watching this footage right now. Hopefully people can see it on stream.
Like, it's unbelievable. Imagine being in a place you're not from, in a hotel that you kind of already know is a little sketch. You're not like that excited to be there. And then you wake up to hearing 30 gunshots next door. Gunshots are loud, bro. That's not like far. When you hear them in the distance, they sound like pew, 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 pew. Next door, that shit is like a bark. So
I mean, how many minutes walk is the Holiday Inn from the venue?
About 10 to 15. A little further than the Hilton.
Damn. It's literally right there. That's wild.
Yeah, the whole so once I woke up, once I actually saw the news and all that stuff, we opened up our balcony and you could hear multiple choppers in the air. You could hear sirens. The whole street was closed down. So you had people walking and stuff who were staying at the hotels. But yeah, the whole street, no cars could go up and down. The venue was closed. There was people from the hype squad that I'm friends with that were telling me like, yeah, they're not letting us in. They're saying they don't know. So I was kind of like, are we even going to get to do the show? Am I going to get to the venue? How are we going to postpone everything? What's the issue at hand? But after a couple hours, it settled down. The helicopters went away. I'm pretty sure the Holiday Inn is still closed off, but the street opened back up. So they're finally about to start letting people in a bit here. But I did want to just address one thing here because I know we are the only show that addresses touchy subjects, right? This is America, okay? This is America. I believe in people's rights. I believe in people's freedoms. I don't think it should become like the UK where people are just getting stabbed and have no way to defend themselves. I believe in people's rights to self-defend and bear arms and all that kind of stuff, okay? I do, fully, encompassing. I think people should be able to own a gun if they want to. And also I'm going to add on top of that, thank God for the police because, next door to some pro Call of Duty players must have been some shady figures with weapons, literally next door. So thank God the police caught on to them, took care of it. And, it's unfortunate people got hurt or got shot or whatever it may be, but I'm happy the situation got handled the way it did because otherwise, you don't know, right? Those people had weapons next door to my cousin, my family. So beyond Call of Duty, my cousin had someone with clearly some criminal intent and weapons staying next to him. So I'm thankful for the Fort Lauderdale police. I'm thankful that he's safe. He texted me back after I hit him up. And yeah, I just want to say I'm still, I'm not going to say like sit here and be like, we need to ban guns or some stupid shit like that. No, there's bad people out there. And I'm happy. And I also want to show support to the police for taking care of something that could have hurt my family, hurt our community, and really disrupted everything that we love. Disrupted the entire everything, the whole event, the community, my family, everything. So yeah, I just want to touch on that.
Is Fort Lauderdale just crazy this time of year? Because that's what people are telling me. They're like, the decision by those that made the decision to have an event in Fort Lauderdale over spring break, people are saying maybe not the wisest idea. Because, look, America's kind of messed up, but also this is Florida. And Florida is built different. Everybody knows this, even Americans. And it's like probably the worst time of year to, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, it's, you can't control people. There's good and bad people everywhere. It is a crazy time here because it is spring break. So these like this week, this like last week, and then the upcoming week are the 2 weeks of spring break out here in Florida. Fort Lauderdale kind of gets the overflow because it's like, here's how I'll say it. Miami gets a lot of people, but then the people who can't afford Miami come to Fort Lauderdale. So you definitely get shady figures all around, but you definitely get some real shady figures coming over here. A lot of drugs get exchanged during this time, right? So, yeah, I mean, I'm not going to blame the league. I don't want to put it on them like, oh, you guys should have had foresight that people with guns are going to pull up. Man, I promise you, any event, wherever we do it, whether, it was in LA, whether it's in Dallas, whether it's in North Carolina, wherever it is, somebody in a 0.1 mile radius of the venue has a weapon somewhere. Like, it is what it is. It's just about who's using it and who's not using it. Can you hear me, Rab? You're not even on the screen anymore.
I'm good. I'm on the screen. I don't know. If it's going wrong in the chat, then it looks fine for mine. So just keep going.
Okay, yeah. Oh, okay. So I mean, I don't want to. Oh, you're coming back now. I don't want to blame the CDL. I don't want to blame Heretics. There's nothing that they could have done or been conscious of. I think on it. I mean, this is only. Here's my criticism, and some people might like it because it's of Minnesota. But booking your players at the Holiday Inn Express, I think that was a poor decision. I think that specifically
because most have like an Airbnb down the road, no?
Say that one more time.
Well, like a lot of the teams, like Carolina, I've seen that they must have some sort of Airbnb a little bit further afield.
Carolina does, but the majority of the teams are staying at the Hilton that I'm staying at.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
Like, you know, we know notoriously about the Carolina/London team. I feel like somewhere I feel like those players are paying out of that Airbnb out of their own pockets or some shit. I feel like the org isn't even paying for that, to be honest. I have no confirmation of that. I'm just saying. But I do want to say that, yeah, Minnesota. Just the Minnesota thing. I feel like booking them at the Holiday Inn Express is just not where any professional player should be at. That's the only criticism I have of any organization or professional. It's that.
Yeah, I was a bit concerned. I saw this tweet here from the blonde broker when she says, "Can someone please check on Exceed and Mayhem?" Because they were staying there and not answering the phone. And I was like, oh my God, please don't tell me anything bad has happened. But then Exceed said it's all good. So I was like, okay. Whew.
Yeah, that one, Erin, her name's Erin. She's one of my friends too. So it's, it was a very sticky situation overall, all around. And I'm glad everyone's safe. Again, that's why I said I'm thankful. Like, I know people on the TL are gonna turn this into like a, you know, gun advocacy, take away the arms type of argument, but that's not what it is. And then I also just want to show support to the police because they took care of something that could have got out of hand. Some guy was just walking around with weapons or drugs, whatever it was, next to, you know, people in our community, my cousin, my family. So as much as some people want to hate on police and shit like that, you're an idiot. You're actually a clown if you hate on police.
Well, I think we covered that pretty well.
Yeah.
There's some COD happening today.
Trey, bro? Where's Trey?
Right, Trey might get us up one. I can't click off to see what he might have said on Discord because I'm going to mess up the screen. So I'm not even going to bother.
I'll check.
So if anything else is happening, I'm not going to try. But honestly, thanks for all joining us, guys. Look, thankfully, it's all okay. What is I said? Thankfully, it's all okay. And at least for now, I mean, you guys probably remember that event a few years ago. Was it New Orleans or was it Dallas that got like the bomb threat or something? That was a wild time. That was like 2018. But thankfully, you were there for that as well. Was it New Orleans?
No,
was Dallas. It Dallas? Yeah. I mixed around those two events because TK won both of them with obviously accuracy. Yeah.
Yes,
to make
sir.
Sense. Yeah, that was So these things unfortunately happen sometimes, but thankfully it seems like it's not going to affect the event. I'm assuming that in just under 1 hour, the matches are still going to be live and we're going to be cracking on with what we see right here on screen. So, what a weekend!
The event is 100% still happening. People are waiting outside. There's actually a really big line outside, like more people than I imagined there to be. Like,
they were selling that they'd sold out the tickets or something like this. So
they sold out Saturday and Sunday. That's what I knew as of yesterday. Friday and today, I don't believe it's sold out. Friday, last I heard, was not sold out, but Saturday and Sunday, 100% are fully sold out.
Yeah, I remember Boston were talking about this at their event because, like, I don't think they necessarily sold out for the first couple of days, but on the Saturday they had the option to like open it up to more tickets. So I'm not really sure exactly what's going on there, but I know some people want to attend on the weekend, so I get it. It's not like for people that actually do normal jobs, rocking up to a COD event on a Thursday is a bit of a challenge. So yeah, good work, everyone.
Absolutely.
These are the games. We start with Ultra Legion. What I'm thinking we could do, Ace, is just do a whole bracket prediction. We've got an hour to play with here. I'm on the CDL site, and you guys can pretty much see this on stream, yeah? Let me know if there's issues. But we should be pretty good to go. So these are the 4 games of today. I mean, we'll go in chronological order. Ultra Legion, Ace. And obviously, chat, you can give your opinions on this, because if me and Ace disagree, we might need the chat to decide who wins what series. We also have to give scores here. I don't really care about the scores, to be honest, but we can try something. OpTic is 8:30 UK time. Again, this weekend is still 4 hours difference between Eastern time and UK time. For those of you in the UK, the daylight savings for us happens on the very final Sunday of the month, which is usually about now, but the final Sunday of this month is the final day of the month, so we actually have an extra week of GMT before it becomes BST. It's all rather complicated. But yeah.
Rab, wait. You froze on me.
I'm frozen on my end, buddy. Get with the program. It might be your internet, I'm not going to lie. Maybe it's my internet. But I mean, Ace was saying in the venue, the internet's a bit dodgy. I've dropped 0 frames so far this stream. I'm buzzing.
No, chat. I want you to, can chat hear me?
Chat can hear you, yeah.
Okay, yeah, chat. So this is when I knew that we were kind of fucked. Here's what I knew. I knew we were kind of fucked when I went on the PC. They gave us a PC to do all this from. And I went to download Discord. Discord is 50 megabytes, right? 50. That's all it is. I went to download it. It said 5 minutes. I said, where the fuck am I? That's what I said, okay?
Can they get you an internet line, or what's the crack with that?
Oh, that's direct connection, Ethernet connected.
Really? Oh,
yes.
Shit. Okay. They actually hooked you up and it's still like that? Wait, we would have been shocked if we tried to do it from there, huh?
I might as well get dial-up. It's the same speed.
What would we have done? If we were trying to do the watch party, we'd have to go and get like a fucking Starlink, some shit. Shout out Elon.
Yeah,
see if Elon can hook us up.
I genuinely do not know if it would have worked.
Yeah, I have no clue. It makes sense why the guys are doing it from. So where are Zuma? Which hotel are they? I didn't get to watch their stream. Which hotel are they at?
Say which hotel they're at, just because.
Actually, fair enough. Yeah, they probably won't let it. Yeah, good point. And Scumper.
I do know. But
no. Actually, very good shout. Very good shout. If they haven't made it public, then yeah, of course.
Yeah. Maybe if anyone in chat knows, then okay, go ahead. Obviously you guys are gonna say whatever. But I don't know whether they did make it public or not, so I'm just gonna keep that off.
Yeah, good shout. Good. I'm about to get dialed up. Okay, Ultra Legion, ladies and gentlemen. I'm seeing most people say Ultra. I don't know. It's tough for me to predict anything against any of the favorites, especially because it makes the bracket more interesting if all the favorites win in some ways, because then you get all the banger matchups in round 2. But I still think this series can be interesting. My concern is for Vegas that I don't know if they're going to be as good on LAN. Geo is a rookie. I think that they can bring the energy, but I just don't know if they can translate what they've done online to LAN. So,
you know what my concern is? Everything in my body, everything in my will wants me to pick Legion to win these pick'ems, but I can't due to the fact that the one thing Toronto have maintained at is hardpoint, right? They've maintained their strength in hardpoint, and Legion's strength recently has been in hardpoint. And Legion's map pool is not that strong. They're just very good on invasion. That's their bread and butter. So my issue here is that if Legion got matched up with anyone else, genuinely, anyone else in the top 4, I would have picked them. But the thing is that in their best game mode, essentially, Toronto's the one team that can outdo them in their best game mode. So that's why I have to pick Toronto. But I do really wish that Legion ended up facing anyone else, because it would have been more of a scrappy fight.
Very nice.
Irony. Didn't even mean that, but truthfully, it would have been a scrappier fight. But I think the biggest chance. I think this is. I'm gonna order highest chance of an upset. This is the second highest chance of an upset. There's one above though. I wonder if you can guess which one. Chat. Which one do you think is my highest?
Well, because I have an opinion, but I wonder what your opinion is on this. Okay. All right. I'm giving Ultra a 3-1. That was my prediction earlier today. I agree with Ace, so I'm going to give him the edge. Second series of the day is New York Boston. And this is my series to watch personally. I think the OpTic Miami series is actually still very interesting. I don't know what to think about that, but I think I've been not corrupted per se, but I think Trey has convinced me that Spanish COD is terrible, I don't really mean it like that. That's a bit harsh. But I just don't think that they're going to be good on land still. I know that Miami have shown up over the last couple of series. We'll get to that in a second. New York,
Yeah, we
Boston,
talking about
though.
Miami, we talking about Boston.
I'm going off track. I mean, okay. Give me a break. Boston, though, they've got Slasher. And Slasher dropped to 1.5 on his series on land in Boston. He's going to want to show out here again. P-Dog versus former team. You got to say, though, like, they got slammed. Priester got put to bed by Sib when they played last time. And I'm not exactly sure it's going to be a different story. But I think it's going to be a close one. My feeling is, though, that New York, their search is just a bit better. And we saw them play, if you guys remember the series where Capsidor nearly had that 1v4 on the Game 5 high-rise search when Snoopy fell off the map. I'm sure Ace remembers that one.
Bro.
And that was... what is Bo doing right now? Like, your lighting is okay regardless. But my feeling is that Boston will put up a fight and they will actually make this competitive and it will go to 5. But New York are just the better search team. And I think, like, if there is something that's going to make New York win this tournament, it's going to be their search and destroy. I think they're really good in that mode. I think that Ultra are somewhat suspect in that mode. I think that FaZe are somewhat suspect in that mode. I think that OpTic are somewhat suspect in terms of their map pool. We just don't know how good OpTic's S&D is on maps like Invasion, maps like, we know they're kind of sketchy at Terminal, and even maps like Rio. We don't really know the answers to those questions, especially because Miami seem to kind of like that map. So, yeah, I think typically what wins you tournaments is good map pool and strong search and destroy. And New York, the more I think about it, the more I can really see them in the finals of this one. But yeah, I want Boston to put up a fight, but I'm going to take a 3-2 New York here.
Here you go. I think finally I can see you again. I think the highest chance of an upset, is not this series, okay? I think this is the third highest one.
Damn,
okay?
look at this guy, man.
You like that cheese? But,
I like that cheese. That's nice.
But Boston has a chance to put up a fight here. It just depends what Boston we see today, right? It really depends if we see the Boston that with Snoopy frying, right? If sometimes Snoopy makes all the bad plays. Sometimes Snoopy is just godlike, Shotzi-like, running around the map, and every play he's making just ends up working, right? So if we get the Snoopy that is making the wrong play the right play out of nowhere, then God bless, they have a chance. If we get the Slasher that's dropping a 1.4 online and taking over the searches, coordinating his team, the X factor of the series, though, I'm going to say a lot of people will think it was Priesta. I'm going to say it's Asim, right? Because Asim is the guy who's been lagging it a little bit online. He's the player that's really their glue. He's the one very vocal. If Asim can have a good series here against NY, again, one of his former teams as well, he's been all around the league, so it doesn't really mean much that it's one of his former teams, but hey, maybe he feels some type of way. If he can really get it together against them, provide Boston with a good series, open up the lanes for Snoopy to make his radical plays, I actually think Boston have a chance. If Boston is in form, NY is in trouble. Let me put it like that. Very simple.
Okay, so do you want to go to the series that you think is most upsettable? Because I know what it is now.
Yeah, there's only one. There's only one. The other one is my last. I mean, the remaining ones. One's the first. One's the last. Which one do you think it is?
I'm just gonna give FaZe 3-0 Thieves, man. I'm just to do that series first. I actually I don't know. I wish I had more faith in Thieves, but I just think that all the signs point towards Thieves getting smoked here. FaZe just tend to do this after they've lost. Thieves is also like a terrible matchup for Thieves, I think, but for whatever reason, it just doesn't seem to work for them. So I have no faith in Thieves here, really.
I mean, to be fair, FaZe. Okay, I know the records say the records show something else, but FaZe is the best team right now. FaZe is the deepest team, the best team right now. If you look at their series, they have the most separation between them and the others. OpTic has close series. They almost lost to Rocker, right? They went to round 11 with New York. A lot more close series have happened with New York, and Toronto doesn't look as good. So I would say FaZe is actually the best team right now. LAT, they're very improved. I'll give them that. They're very improved, but are they improved enough to beat an Atlanta FaZe team on land right after a loss? Absolutely fucking not. Let's be honest here. There's no chance, no shot. I say 3-0 or 3-1 if LAT are able to snag a search out. But overall, yeah, this is my fourth. This is my last place in terms of seeing an upset. If FaZe get upset here, guys, there's going to be a report, another report, right? Fort Lauderdale man disrupts Call of Duty event because he started streaking. That's going to be me, and y'all going to see me on the local news very soon, okay?
Okay, we'll hold you to that one.
Yeah.
I think, I actually agree. It's tough to look past FaZe as far as I'm concerned, but it's just a matchup thing that doesn't seem to favor them.
Yeah, and just if you look at who's the one player, like who's a better Dan Ghosty?
Oh, you gotta do the cheese. Gotta do the cheese. You look at the player versus player.
Pure matchups. Who's a better Dan Ghosty? Cellium. Play very calculated, very slow, methodical, like slow AR type of move. That's Cellium is a better Dan Ghosty. Who's a better Afro?
I mean, that ain't hard at the moment, as much as I love him.
Yeah, and then Kremp has been very, very inconsistent, so it's not even a matchup thing at that point. Nasty's good, but you have Simp, so like, who the fuck is Nasty compared to Simp? So it doesn't even, again, matchups wise, map pool wise, right after a loss, everything favors FaZe. Like I said, if they lose, you're gonna catch me streaking through the venue, buck naked. So let's hope.
I mean, Ali Cat made a bet on when they were going to lose to Gorillas, but actually, this is the point I was trying to make on FaZe. They always fry on Friday, Saturday, and Thursday. Like Sunday is the only day where FaZe are ever called into question. Like basically every other day of the major, they will be cooking. So, I don't expect that to change this event. All right, so let's do OpTic Miami because I'm really fascinated about this one. Because they've been playing quite well lately, Heretics, like they won their last 2 in a row, playing some good COD, slaying hard.
I'm not even going to give it to them in terms of great COD, because it hasn't been the greatest competition. So let's be honest. So the only reason why I like Miami here in the highest chance of an upset is very specifically, because Shotzi is very confident right now, right? He's we've had this conversation for the last 2 weeks in the community, superstar, not superstar, of course, superstar. But the way he's playing is finding the cuts, running out, making risky plays that are paying off, intelligent plays, but they're still risky. When it comes to Miami's the one team that loves to play very calculated, very slow, and very creddy. So what's the only counter to Shotzi's playstyle? Creddiers. People who are ready for you to make the rogue play. People who play corners, play slow, lay down, do rat shit. So that's why, to me, it seems like, in my opinion, Shotzi is not going to have that great of a series against them. How much that affects the rest of OpTic, because as we've seen, Shotzi's been killing it, right? He's been dropping 1.3s, 1.2s, 1.4s, but then Pred and these other guys are lagging a little bit behind him. He's single-handedly won OpTic maps from playing so well. Rab, you here again? It froze.
I'm here. I'm still here. It's all good. But you made a good point. I'm here. Can you not hear me? We're good.
No, it freezes, and I don't know if I'm there still or not. I don't know.
No, you're fine. You're always here. You're always here. It prioritizes your audio, and so we're good.
Let me conclude the point, though. So, to me, it depends. Like, that specific counter on Shotzi is a big thing, because without Shotzi's stellar gameplay recently, OpTic would not be in the position they're in right now. First off. Secondly, the Lucky that tied the kill record at S&D, dropping 15. If we get that lucky today, this is a lucky dashy, S&D prowess matchup here. It's a big deal. So it all depends what form Miami come in, but they have that other level, that confidence level, that if they win a map 1 or Shotzi starts playing bad, man, I really like OpTic. They're my favorite to win this. But their first match to me is probably the scariest one of the weekend. You know, an OpTic FaZe on Saturday or Sunday is going to be close. It's going to be for sure close, not, you know. But a Friday, notoriously, when OpTic tend to play slower, they tend to take a while to warm up and get into the rhythm. This Miami team is one that comes out shooting hot. We saw it on Rio against Rocker. They came out just guns blazing. You know, I'm concerned for OpTic. This is my number one highest chance of an upset this weekend. Just a little bit above. It's still very neck and neck with New York, but this inches it out because of the hard counter potential to Shotzi.
Interesting analysis, Ace. I don't entirely disagree with everything you've said. I think my concern is coming from a different angle, just how OpTic translate this to LAN. Going into the first event, the feeling was, well, they're somewhat under practice. Top 4's a good result in some ways. They end up getting top 3. This event, they need to do better than that. They're 7-0. The last time they were undefeated going into a major was, well, they went undefeated back-to-back, didn't they, last year? They were 5-0 in the qualifiers going into last year's Major 4 and Major 5. Major 4, they made the finals of. Major 5, they got slammed at top 12. And they lost to Florida round 1, I think. But that team was different, you know? Like, that team was a roster with Hook on it. And notoriously, they're going to be better online. That's how it works with Hook. This team, I don't think, should suffer the same way. Kenny is a better LAN player than online. And I think Miami get worse when they get to LAN compared to online. I do think it's quite a telling series, though. Like, I could very much see OpTic scraping through this. It also depends on their mentality. I mean, we've talked about it when they've played Minnesota and other teams, even Boston, when, you know, I don't think they had their foot on the gas as much as they needed to have done. But in this series, they have more skill. The LAN situation should favor them. If they come out, like, locked in, they shouldn't have a problem here. And if they could, like, 3-0 Miami, that would be, I think, a real statement, because I agree with you, Ace, in terms of, like, if you're FaZe, if you're New York, if you're Ultra, obviously you're looking at OpTic as the number 1 seed. And everyone knows this can be a bit of a bogey match for OpTic. So if they're able to overcome the hurdle impressively, like, that is a bit of a statement of intent. If they sneak past in 5, or even lose, God forbid, for Carolina Royal Ravens fans, because they have to play them as losers, then, yeah, not ideal. I think I'm going to take OpTic 3-1.
OpTic 3-1? I'm going to take, and I'm just doing this to be a little bit counter-narrative to you. I take Heretics
3-0.
Yeah, actually,
what's this guy cooking right now? Chat's gonna have to differentiate. I don't know what chat's choosing, so I've already locked it in. But yeah, go on.
I take Heretics 3-0.
3-0. Oh my god.
No. I think I'm 3-2.
Okay.
They're not going to control.
I thought I convinced you somehow. Yeah. I'm thinking too good at control. I honestly, like, imagine a reverse sweep here. That'd be pretty wild. But yeah, I think anything can happen here. I really want to see how OpTic do in their search and destroy game 2, like where Miami go in that game 2 search, because they quite like an invasion. OpTic will get rid of high rise. Although Miami didn't seem to play that much high rise, so that's quite interesting.
I feel like we're going to see a matchup on Terminal again, but the last time we saw OpTic on Terminal, they looked ridiculous. So I think we see a Terminal matchup.
Well, they looked ridiculous against Toronto, but then they played New York on it and they lost. So
right, that's what I'm saying. So I think if I'm Miami, I'm trying to get that in there because I know there's vulnerability in there. They could have the chance to be godlike, but there's a vulnerability for sure. So I'm trying to get Terminal in, and if I'm OpTic, I'm trying to get probably like a Rio in, maybe.
I can see that for sure. All right, so assuming that happens, we can go through the losers bracket a bit quicker. We have Miami play Ravens in the losers game. Do you have any faith in Ravens actually winning this? I kind of want to, but at the same time, as vibey as those boys seem to be right now, and as much as I want to support Clay to get the job done, Miami basically slammed them online the other day. Apart from Ravens winning a rapid fire high rise control, or apart from Ravens won the high rise control in like 3-0.
Rab. Hi, Claire. Pre-show. Yeah, Rab.
I can hear you.
Oh, you can hear me? If these Ravens do not veto invasion hardpoint, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I already said I was gonna streak a FaZe live. I don't know what I'm gonna do at that point. If they do not veto invasion hardpoint, I might have to jump someone. I might have to jump the whole team. Evan, whatever.
I will be.
I'll knock out Fellow the Bird for you, okay? Just for you, Rab. I'll knock out Fellow the
Brian
Bird.
Sate might have to come on our watch party again when we do it in Toronto and have to explain himself. Like he's gonna get grilled if he comes on again, because I'm gonna need an explanation for this. I know it's not all of the coaches, but I do agree with you. So we taking Miami to win this one. I mean, what does chat think on this? Because these losers games are really tough, and I think they can go either way. And Ravens should get better on land, but it's like, I don't know. I don't have much faith at this point.
Yeah, no. There's I think whether they play OpTic or Miami, it's a loss for them, and then team changes incoming.
Vegas Surge, you got to think Vegas get the job done here. Surge are an absolute embarrassment, but could they get better on LAN? Maybe, but I just think Vegas are the better team from top to bottom right now. And Surge love a top 12, man. Even when Lamar was there.
Here's what I will say. Surge are probably going to be better on land than people expect. But I do still think they're going to lose. But I think they're not going to get 3-0'd. I think like a 3-1.
Yeah, I think Vegas are just so much better in the respawns that I don't even see it going 5. Okay, Boston Rocker. Now, this is a tough one for you to call, actually, Ace, because one of these teams getting top 12 is pretty brutal. And obviously, if it's not Boston, it's New York, right? So that's a pretty tough, little part of the bracket there, to be honest, for any of those teams.
This one is very interesting. And again, everyone's going to say I'm cheesing, and I hate this. I do think if either of those teams lose that first match, the vibes are going to be so chalked that Rocker is going to win. Plus, you have, I think the adrenaline rush from Lamar and Tom Lins today is going to be carrying over to tomorrow.
That is insane cheese. That is the cheesiest thing I've ever heard on this channel.
They're going to be shooting real different tomorrow, considering the adrenaline rush from today. I think we see a Rocker win. And then again, at that point, if Boston do lose, what do? Do you get rid of your franchise watch party player? And if you're NY, if you lose,
it's such a hater, man. I respect it.
No, I'm being honest. If you're NY and you get top 12 at 2 lands in a row, what do? Do you consider? Do you get rid of the player that you went all in on, basically, or what do you do? What do you think, Rab? Let's say NY crash out top 12 again. What do you do?
Damn. If NY crash out top 12, bloody hell. I still think they'd stick it out. I still think they'd come up with the mentality of it doesn't, because I just don't see where
you're crashing out twice?
I mean, they would ask questions, but I think they've played good enough COD New York to think that it's not an issue. I don't know if that's the correct decision or not, but I don't think they'll crash out top 12. I think even if they lose to Boston, they'll be Rocker. I don't have much faith in Rocker, I ain't gonna lie. I know that Wake played better on land before, but to be honest, I just think Boston are the stronger team right now. Rocker are mentally compromised.
You think Boston are stronger than Rocker? It went to 5 when they played. Boston ultimately win it. But you think Boston also won? I believe it was the sub-base. Yeah, sub-base cheese on that. Boston shouldn't have even won the series, to be honest.
It is sub-base cheese, but it's also like Rocker can't win at game 5, Do I expect them to somehow start icing up on LAN in 5, especially when the pressure's on them? I'm not so convinced.
No, but listen to what I just said. It shouldn't have gone to 5.
It did go to 5.
Boston, if Rocker play Boston, I think it's a 3-1 Rocker win. If Rocker play NY, then I think it's a 3-2 anyone's game. 3-2, I don't know. 3-2, either one.
I think this might be rocket cheese. What does the chat think, ladies and gentlemen? Because we need a decider. Obviously, I control the bracket, so I've already decided the winner. But I would be interested to know the feeling of the chat. Boston Rocker. I think
chat. Hey, yo, no. Let me ask the question to chat. Chat, you don't think that after hearing 30 gunshots next door to you, you would be peacing when you get to land? That's called experience, boys. That's called shell shock. They're in the war zone. They're ready to go. They're in the right mindset right now. They're gonna be running through invasion, really thinking it's invasion. You get what I'm trying to say? Come on, boys.
Rocker
be moving different, man. They're gonna be moving different. Watch.
Okay, let's see. I mean, the chat's telling me Boston, so I'm going to lock that in. And then we've got the LA Derby. Thieves, Gorillas. Man.
Thieves.
I think so. But, man, if Thieves crash out here, what do you actually do? I genuinely think Thieves are a bit better now, though. But they do need to actually lock up some points this major. Same as Vegas, really. Like, if Vegas and Thieves can both get top 6, I think they are genuinely both top 6 teams right now, based on the way they've played recently. It's just like Vegas have more of a chance against the top 4, and Thieves are just like get shit on by the top 4. But I think they can beat the teams below them. And they did smoke Gorillas the other day online. So I'm kind of discounting the whole record cheese.
Someone, you know, how, I don't know if you saw my whole massive thread. I tweeted out like I'm bored on the plane, basically. Send me questions and stuff. But someone did ask me, how does LAT win their first match, win their winner's bracket match? But I think this goes for the winner's bracket match or the loser's bracket match. It all lies to me on Afro. Afro's play, and Afro specifically in S&D, if he can be that man that wills them in S&D, Dan's going to give you consistency, obviously. But if Afro gives you that 1.2, 1.1, even a 1.0, I don't even care. If Afro can give what he can, what we know he's capable of in the respawns, and specifically, fuck the respawns. If he can give you that dominance in S&D, LAT are actually a team that you should worry about. If he comes to this land and fries in S&D, like, it's serious.
Yeah, I get that. All right, if I need to try and get this poll off the screen. I don't know if that's going to work. Oh, good.
It's marijuana? What are you talking about?
No, this poll get like the breach of rocker poll and it's covering the chat, but all good. No worries. That's fine. Yeah, okay, Thieves get the dub. Then we've got, let's do the second round of losers first, then we'll go back up.
Okay, sounds good.
Miami, Vegas. Can you see Miami getting this job done? I know in front of the home crowds. I think Vegas are the stronger team. But maybe it's wishful thinking for me that it's going to work out. Because I'm kind of concerned that Vegas will come to LAN and it won't be the same.
Nah, in this match, well, I disagree wholeheartedly, actually. They are playing from different locations. Keep that in mind, right? So they're getting server cheese and all that stuff online. I think there's a chance that, they get even better on LAN. They're vibey, too. I will say, walking around the venue, when I saw them hanging out, that team actually, was together, just hanging out, just walking around together, hanging out together. Even when the PCs were off, they weren't really venturing. There wasn't an individual player that was venturing off to go talk to other people. They were together the entire time. So they look like they're a squad that actually we talked about this a few times on Dope Check. Teams that are friends outside the game will translate in the game, right? Because you actually care about the guy sitting next to you. They look like they're truly vibing outside the game, and we see it in the game. So on LAN, I actually believe this is going to be a chance for them to shine even more than online. And I think Miami had no chance. I think if Miami lose to OpTic, once Miami lose to OpTic, they're just going to be kicked in the chest. They're going to have an easy win handed to them. And then once it comes to the real challenge against Vegas, they're going to get shit.
Damn, 3-0 Vegas. I haven't got a 3-0 in this side of the bracket yet, so I'm actually locking that in. 3-0 Vegas, come on, baby. Didn't attach actually, no, per J to C masterclass. Then we got Boston Thieves on the other side. I mean, I think this is kind of interesting. My feeling is that Thieves are the better team. It's going to come down to a cheese game 5 terminal search and destroy. And I think I'm going to lean Thieves.
No. Here's my issue here. Here's my issue with this one, right? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. Again, the cam,
it's all
same
good.
issue before. My issue is that Boston, if they lose out of winners bracket and they get to losers, again, they get the freebie round. They get like not a freebie. I think they're gonna lose, but just to entertain the chatting because this is what the chat agrees upon. I don't think you can get 3 consistent matches at a Snoopy. I think he's gonna start doing different shit 1,000 times, and after 3 series, there's gonna be cracks in the game, and all of a sudden they're gonna fold. I have Boston losing that 1-3-1.
Yeah, I think I mean, this would be interesting to get a poll actually over Boston versus Thieves because I think the chat might be kind of split on this.
Because also if Thieves win theirs, Thieves are a pretty confidence-based team, right? Afro, if they win, Afro's gonna be feeling himself. Dan is gonna be feeling himself. We'll get Kremp with some Kremp will be shooting. So Nasty, we already know, is a certified shooter. I'll be honest. Online, I'm not even gonna talk about online. On land, Nasty is a certified shooter. So I'm gonna say that if it comes down to it, right, a Boston LAT is smoking Boston, absolutely smoking Boston.
I also think I've got Thieves, so we're gonna lean that way. Back up to the winners' side. These are the interesting games, really. Let's be honest here.
Right.
We'll start at the top. OpTic Toronto. To me, both of these series, they look like a game 5. OpTic and Toronto, of course, played recently online. It went game 5. OpTic get the win emphatically in both search and destroys. If Ultra play them again, they ain't playing them on Terminal. They ain't playing them on Karachi. They might play them on Karachi, possibly, but they ain't playing Terminal again because Dylan Envoy was letting them into that blade for free. The other option is Rio. OpTic will get rid of the high rise. But Ultras, I mean, you've got to understand, Ultras respawn in hardpoint. Their control is a bit iffy, Ultra, but their hardpoint record this season is still 22-3 or 24-3 or some crazy shit like that. Like, they've still won 90% of their hardpoints this year, and they won another 2 against OpTic the other day. I think Ultra come different on LAM. I think this time, Ultra 3-2. I think OpTic have definitely improved. Their search and destroys got better. But my feeling is with this OpTic team is that until I see them win a search and destroy that isn't a Karachi game 5, I have my concerns. And but I think this is very tough to call.
So when it comes to this matchup, it's hard for me to predict it because I wish in COD we had like map sets before the day of and 10 minutes prior. Because if I knew the maps, I could definitely predict it a lot better. Because really, who wins the vetoes? Who gets the coin toss, excuse me. Whoever gets that, I think, wins the series. That's why this is very 50-50 for me. Those first 3 maps, whatever they are, determine the outcome to me. But if I have to predict, I'm going 3-0 OpTic. Not for any cheese reasons, because if I think of OpTic beating Miami, they're going to be dummy confident, stupid confident, and they're going to go in and smoke Toronto. 3-0 OpTic.
I mean, I know what chat's going to say, I think. So, interesting. Yeah, OpTic can win Terminal and Karachi Search and Destroy. OpTic 3-2. Yeah, but the issue is that they ain't going to play it. Toronto ain't going to play them on Terminal and Karachi Search and Destroy. So, yeah, that's how it is. I need to do a poll in the chat or something to get a decision on this. I don't know if you're in the chat, pal, or you can run a poll or something. Otherwise,
just
we'll
what
go
are
on
people
to
writing?
the other one.
I mean, try to look at chat, see what they're writing.
I can do one. I can actually do one. Yeah, let's go. Okay, who wins?
Who you guys got? You got OpTic or Toronto, man?
OpTic.
I'm saying OpTic 3-0. Brad is saying Toronto 3-2. What you got?
Okay, I think I sent it. Maybe it works, maybe it doesn't. While that's happening, New York FaZe, the other series, because man, again, like, what are we doing here? It should be. I mean, they played Game 5 recently. New York won, but New York smoked them on that high-rise search and destroy, and I don't think FaZe will allow that into the series. I know that FaZe played it the other day against Los Angeles Grillers. I guess the feeling was that they wanted to get some reps in, but I'm just not convinced.
I agree with you. Not convinced. I'm saying FaZe 3-1 because they might catch a surge off of them. maybe, who cares? But respawns wise, and that's the thing too. I could see a FaZe 3-0 or 3-1. Either one, I'm okay with. But I think FaZe is gonna smoke them.
My feeling is also to lean FaZe's way because I think they're stronger than respawns. And New York have been a little bit, I don't know, New York really impressed me on that Karachi hardpoint. But my feeling is that from the series they played online, there's a fair bit that FaZe will have learned and will adapt differently. And I actually agree with you, Ace, that I think FaZe are the best team right now. I mean, I've said it the other day, I think it's going to be a FaZe Ultra Finals again, and I think I'm going to stick with it. It's so hard to actually call, but I think that's my thought. I don't expect the Subliners Search and Destroy dominance to continue into the LAN event. I think the other teams have been playing around a lot with the map pool, as have New York, to be fair. But when it comes to Search, I think the FaZe have more to show in that mode. And this is going to be a Saturday game, you know? And you know what happens with FaZe on Saturday? They tend to win.
Yeah, I mean, I'm a fan of FaZe. I'm a fan of their gameplay. I'm a fan of those players. And when it comes to LAN, they're proven shooters, provably the most consistent and the best people on LAN. So I don't know what else to say. FaZe, I'm sure we're watching a lot of New York's S&D coming to this tournament as well, getting prepped for them. Because I'm definitely, when you see them on your side of the bracket, you're going to be prepping for them directly. Especially you're going to watch them too and take strats because they're the best S&D team currently. So it would make sense that FaZe is prepped for them, prep for counters, prep with new strats, prep for new offenses, defenses. I think we see FaZe revamped. It's not going to be like the first series. FaZe wins it decisively.
Yeah, I know people are looking at the LAG series, but I feel like people are reading into that too much. Maybe I'll be proven wrong on this one, but I don't think that them losing to Los Angeles Grillers is indicative of where they are as a team. I think it's easy to watch that one series and forget that FaZe literally smoked everyone for the previous 2 weeks in a row and won 12 straight maps.
If anyone in the chat, if anybody in the chat really thinks that FaZe were going so hard and taking it so serious and they let a sub base in their worst map, you need psychiatric help because you don't know what they were doing and you're just cheesing 100%. They literally let sub base in their worst map. So they were testing map pool. They were having some fun. And I think they realized subbase is just not it. They couldn't even beat LAG on it. So it's pretty clear that's going to be their veto. We're not going to see FaZe playing shit maps like that again. So don't take too much or try to extract too much from a series where they literally allowed in their worst map on purpose.
Okay, New York Legion. This is to decide top 4. Question is, I guess, Ace, are we going to get the top 4 teams getting top 4 at this event? Because we got 3 of 4 back at Boston. I think we're going to get...
Dude, Eric Boom is like 5'4". That guy is so short compared to what I thought he was.
Turn the camera around.
I saw him. There's a bathroom far on my right. I saw him walking out. Bro, the man is like simp short. Like he's like to my nipples. He's like down here.
So what do we have to say to the nipple? Yeah, okay, good stuff. I mean, to be honest, the COD pros, if you guys have been to events or haven't been to events, like we're pretty tall, Ace, to be fair. But when you see the COD pros in person, the shorter ones, it's like holy, like that's pretty wild. That's what I thought.
Eric Boom's big ass face makes me think. I think he's like 5'10".
When I saw Simba Abizi for the first time back in Anaheim 2019, I was like, holy shit, this is crazy. Like in person.
I don't know. Personally, I saw Simba Abizi's face and I could tell they were shorter guys. You could tell from you could tell from me and Rap's head size, we're some fucking gigantoids. You know what I'm saying? We got some big ass faces, right? But like Eric Boom is the only guy who I've seen who like has a big ass head, but it doesn't matter. He looks like someone built a character and jokingly in NBA 2K made him 5'4", so like made his face wide. You know?
Right. You'll say that to his face? That is shocking.
Dude, no bullshit. That's exactly what it was. Bart, my bad. I'm distracting. NYSL Legion, my bad.
They're already out of the tournament R bracket. They've been slammed. I think that Ultra will for sure beat Thieves. I have like no faith in Thieves to beat Ultra. I don't know if you disagree. Otherwise, I'm just going to lock in like a 3-0 or some shit, to be honest there.
Wait.
I was doing Ultra Thieves just because I think the more interesting one is New York Legion, really. Like, I think,
Ultra,
you know what I mean?
I agree with you. Ultra smokes Thieves. That's fine. Yeah.
And then, so like to me, it's whether New York in our bracket get top 4. I really think that they will. I don't, and I also think in like Legion's head, I know that they'd love to make a Sunday, but in Legion's head, they're looking at this bracket and thinking, you know what, top 6 is a solid result. If we get top 6, we put lots of points on our competition, take advantage of a good stage, and it's not the end of the world. So I think sometimes the mentality plays into it, but
you know what's funny about these two rosters? They match up so well. Like if you really think about it, break it down. Let's go from top to bottom. You know, attach Skies. Attach, I would take attach in that one, right? Then you have Sib Geo, the certified shooters. That's tough. Geo's been playing so well recently that like, yes, Dante obviously has number 1 or 2 best gun skill in the entire game, but it's very hard considering how well Geo's been playing methodically on the map, playing his life. They're both the slayers of the team, but like they're both good for different reasons. So it's very interesting. That matchup is very interesting. I would say it's almost tied considering how well Geo's been playing recently. Then you have the Kismet Nero. I would take Kismet in that one, but again, Nero has that opportunity to go apathy dunk mode out of nowhere and just start snapping on you wildly. So that's an interesting matchup as well. I think the X factor here, though, the big one is the Hydra Purge. Obviously, Hydra's the better player. I think no one is disagreeing there. But if Purge can like we saw him in the last couple weeks, play as well as he has been, you know, that one, you know, above, let's just make it simple, above a 1.0. I don't need him dropping 1.2. Above a 1.0. Purge can get above a 1.0 on the sub and contest with Hydra's skill. Legion, 100%, I actually believe this, Legion beats New York, because if Legion get to that point in the bracket as well, consider who they had to play. They're going to be the ones moving with confidence. New York's coming off a loss. I think Legion beat New York if it's for a fight for top 4.
damn, that's a statement right there. You know what? I'm actually kind of down to reflect that in our bracket. We've got to make a hot take somewhere, right?
I mean, I don't think it's odd. I showed the reasons why, right? Because it's specifically two. There's 2 factors, right? Like I said, Purge playing well, but also you live and die by Dante sometimes. Dante can drop a 9 and 33, or he's dropping a 33 and 12. You live and die by Dante's play sometimes. So if Dante comes out and he's not shooting like he normally does, or no, if he doesn't come out and shoot extraordinarily like he does sometimes, then Geo's gonna fucking piece you. So it's you have the extremes of Dante, which can win you or lose you a map, but you have the consistency of Geo that can also win you a map. So that's why, to me, it's all about Dante and it's about Dante's play and Purge's play. 2 X factors for both the teams.
I got a Purge Nassim masterclass in 5, New York going out top 6. And then I got Legion smoking Ultra 3-0, and then I got them smoking FaZe 4-0 in the finals. GG. Lock it in. Vegas Legion, baby. Your 2024 CDL Major 2 champs in Miami. Okay, let's go back to winners. We have OpTic FaZe winners finals. We have like 10 minutes to wrap this all up, so we should be perfect for time.
We're almost there. No worries. We're almost there.
OpTic FaZe winners finals. I mean, let's be real. Oh, what a banger, right? Like, these 2 teams, FaZe have had their number so far this year. OpTic have improved, no doubt about it. They got bodied in the search and destroys when they played previously. They were competitive in the respawn modes. I'd love to see them screw up on stuff like Rio on this one. I think it's got another game 5, though. I guess it depends where it goes in game 5. I actually think I have OpTic favored here, which is mental because... But that doesn't work with my bracket that I predicted before. But I genuinely think that OpTic might be... I kind of like him in this series, matchup-wise.
I'm going the other way, so I think we might need chat, to be honest, here. And I don't think I can cheese you as much because it's OpTic FaZe. It's not OpTic anyone else. But I do have FaZe actually winning 3-0. No bullshit. FaZe 3-0.
Damn.
I think they push OpTic to losers bracket. And then I'll say the next part, what I think is going to happen there. But yeah, I think FaZe actually come out against OpTic dummy confident after beating, who was it, Toronto? I think they'll come out shooting different. OpTic is going to be, I think OpTic's just not going to play that well against them. 3-0. And then push OpTic to losers bracket.
Yeah, I'm going to give it FaZe in 5 because I need to keep my previous bracket prediction valid. Otherwise, I'm changing my mind.
Fair enough.
And I think this can go either way. My feeling was that it's like a 55% OpTic, just matchup-wise. I feel like OpTic are going to bring so much energy here. And this is on the Sunday, you know? So you got to think. Sunday FaZe. Just a theory. Okay, in our bracket, we then have Legion Ultra. I feel like we've got a similar story. I mean, they already played in the tournament, right? This is a rematch of Winners Round 1 in our bracket.
Yes.
Yes. I'm still giving it Ultra 3-1, running up.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Ultra just double down and slam them out.
Okay, so do you have OpTic beating Ultra in our losers finals? That's the question.
Yes. I have OpTic coming in against Toronto and actually beating them there to then give us the greatest grand finals, that the one that everyone loves and wants the most. I think we actually see a FaZe OpTic grand final.
I mean, when's the last time we saw a FaZe OpTic finals? I mean, are we talking... Because the two finals that OpTic made... Yeah, I'm thinking it must be. Because the two finals that OpTic made last year, Major 3, which they lost to Toronto, and Major 4 that they lost to Thieves, right? In the Columbus. And then the previous finals OpTic made were Major 1 Vanguard, right? When they played FaZe. And they won. So that would be... It would be 2 years and a bit since we've had, first of all, an OpTic event win. And second of all, an OpTic finals appearance against FaZe, which would be such a banger. I think OpTic will... Yeah, I'm almost inclined to agree. I know my bracket the other day I had Ultra making the finals and FaZe winning anyway, but I'm not opposed to having OpTic making the finals and FaZe winning anyway.
You know, I'm gonna do an interesting twist on this one specifically too. A very interesting twist. I think OpTic beat them. I think OpTic beat them in both their hard points. I think they lose a Surge. 3-1.
Damn. That's quite the take.
Yeah. What I think is going to happen is OpTic's going to watch them the Friday and Saturday. The Friday and the Saturday, or today and the Saturday. They're going to watch how they play their matches, study them essentially, and then they're going to come out on Sunday. Obviously, we got Sunday OpTic as well. I think they're going to cook their shit. In the
whites. Yeah, I think that's what I would interested to see here in both the series they play is the Rio hardpoint, because they're probably going to screw up on it again. Scrappy just went off on that Rio hardpoint before running the sub, and I feel like if Kenny pulls out the sub, as he says that he might well do, then I think that can give OpTic the extra edge they need with the Rival 9, certainly on LAN.
Listen. I know we're supposed to be professional and stuff, but this is a pre-show, so I can be a little more rogue. It's not going to be posted. You know what I'm saying? If World War II Kenny comes out, I'm coming. Okay, listen to me. If World War II Kenny comes back out, and I get to see a PPSH come out on the map, basically, I'm overjoyed. Kenny's about to smoke the whole lobby.
All right, so then our grand finals, after all this, it's FaZe OpTic. My feeling coming into this event is FaZe are the best team. I think regardless of what happened against Los Angeles Thieves, I think they're the best team. I think they're the most well-rounded team as it stands. And FaZe have always got to win one. Like, every year they're going to win one. My feeling is this is the one they win. And then they go winless the rest of the year.
It's a best of 7, correct?
It is a best of 7 grand finals. This is where map pool depth comes into play. There's going to be 3 search and destroys in this grand final. Where, OpTic are a bit suspect. In terms of map pool depth.
4-2 FaZe. Yeah.
4-2 FaZe, yeah. I'm also leaning FaZe because that's just the way I feel it's going to go. I'm going to take 4-3 and I'm going to lock this bracket in. I
saw a notification popped up on my phone that Breaking Point posted a video of me saying Miami was going to upset OpTic. I literally have in the pick'ems that's not happening, but Alex just cheesed me. So okay.
It's fine. Unlucky.
Thanks, BP. Thanks, Alex.
This is how it works. I do also have, just quickly to share before we begin, the map sets. We have a map set for Ultra versus Legion, Series 1 of the day. I can read it out to you, Ace. We have a Rio Hardpoint map 1, which was the Game 4 banger when they played online. So buzzing for that. It's an Invasion Search map 2. It's an Invasion Control, which is actually really quite interesting because it's not Toronto's best control, and it's one that Legion actually, they don't mind it. They don't mind that. Yeah. Invasion in general, Legion like it.
Legion are Invasion Reapers. That's like the map that they love to play. So I'm pretty sure map 2, map 3, Legion are overjoyed to try to steal those ones.
Yeah, and they've got 2 invasions in the series. There's then a Skid Row Hardpoint game 4 that I definitely favour Ultra on.
Why? Oh, bro, it's Skid Row. I wouldn't say definitely.
Think anything happens?
Yeah, Skid Row is that one map where we've seen it. A lot of bottom teams have taken better teams close to the edge just because, right? Like one mishaps that could happen to you. Again, everyone's played ranked play. Everyone's played, these maps before. One mishaps, one wrong death, one guy's out of rotation. All of a sudden, you're in a blender for 2 hills and you're down 150. So, yeah, I don't know.
And then it's a high-rise search game 5 if it was to go there.
Another mixy one, man.
Which is mixy. It's mixy, isn't it? Like, if you're Vegas, I think you're looking at this series, you're thinking, well, that ain't bad. They'll have to play Karachi. No Karachi search, which I think is... Okay, Ultra got slammed by Optagon the other day, but I still think Ultra are really good at Karachi search. No Karachi control, no Karachi hardpoint.
If you're Vegas, you're looking at this with your mouth foaming. You're foaming at this is your chance to do the biggest upset basically of the tournament right now. Bro, this is why I wish, honestly, like the day before, we had the map sets for all 4 series. Because why not? Why don't we have them, Because that way we could properly predict. And seeing this, now I would actually go the other way. And I would say, now I believe Legion is going to win.
You believe Legion's going to win off the back of this?
Yes,
I still don't think so.
It's not even cheese. Just the map set is actually favoring them now. And it doesn't come down to just records or who's the more calculated team. It comes down to what maps were chosen and where they can hold advantage. You have you have 2 cheese maps to end the series. You have 2 invasions that favor Legion. They have a real possibility to descend Toronto to the loser bracket instantly.
I'm looking at I'm still thinking a 3-1, but I think close maps. I think Ultra win the Rio. I think they win the Invasion Surge. I think Vegas get one back in the control. The good thing for Vegas about this series is, like, if you look at the map set, they're never going to feel like, oh shit, we lost that map, it's over. Because sometimes you get this feeling where if you have like one map that you need to win and you lose it, you lose hope. Whereas you look at this series, it's like, well, if you lose the Rio hardpoint, we've got Invasion Search. If you lose the Invasion Search, it's like, well, we've got the Invasion Control. And at that point, if you were to come back 2-1, you've got a chance. But yeah, to me, Ultra 3-1. And that's pretty much going to do it. The matches are about to start in a couple of minutes. Ace, how is it looking in the venue? We got energy?
Hey, yeah, give me. I'm gonna actually walk into the venue. So let's stay live. I'm gonna show everyone the venue. Let me literally walk into it.
Absolutely. I'll move back to this screen. Thanks for joining us, by the way, everyone. We almost had 1,000 live viewers at one point, a little bit earlier in the show. Yeah, we got up to 900 plus. We had, which is actually killer.
Hey,
so
I just want to say, everyone that pops in for these pre-shows, we appreciate it so much. Honestly, we did it kind of like. We didn't expect it to be. We just did it because we're like, okay, let's try a pre-show. No one else is live. Maybe people will enjoy it. And the fact that you guys have come out in such strong support for us and really enjoyed the content that we're putting out, I can say from the bottom of my heart, thank you so much.
Echo that. All right, so let's see this venue, baby.
Wait, I hear some fans. I hear some noise. Let me flip it right now. 1 second.
Let's go.
What am I, an IRL streamer? What am I? Am I Aiden Ross now?
Yeah, let's go. This is actually sick. Okay. Damn, it's buzzing in there, huh? Like
the side
packed
station,
grandstands,
the side area is
baby.
kind of empty, but the center is actually pretty full to the back, to be honest.
Oh, let's go. That's actually a nice looking setup, man. Esports Engine.
Of the day, Vegas can absolutely get this upset. The hard points were super close. Listen, Las Vegas have looked fantastic. I think they can take it. Let's take a look at this Vegas.
People, by the way, people are still coming in though. Like there's still a lot.
Oh, of course. It's only early days.
Yeah, no, it's very exciting in here. Guys, if you're in Miami, if you're in the Florida area, please come by for a day. Bring your mom, bring your dad. Come to the CDL Miami. I'll be here. You can meet me, take a picture. I might
want a picture.
Some COD. I might show you some things, tips and tricks. Come through, guys. Come through.
Awesome. Thanks everyone for watching. We're gonna leave it there. It's dead on hour. Thanks for joining me, Ace. We'll be back tomorrow. Same time, roughly. We'll figure it out. Trey should be back tomorrow as well. That's the plan. So we'll have the full setup with the boys to discuss the matches of today, preview the matches from tomorrow, watch parties every day. Not watch parties, pre-shows every day. Because watch parties
every single day, guys.
That ain't worth it. Just go watch Octane or something. Octane stream is class. I would recommend. All right, brilliant. Thanks everyone. Take care. See you soon.